In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night. Hello, I'm Katie.
Hello, I'm Tai Tai. And welcome.
Welcome back.
Episode 2.
Deuce.
Chucking along, baby, chucking along.
Chucking along.
Chucking along. I like it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. It's the first thing that came to mind.
So, before we get into it, how was your week? What did you do? And any highlights that you would like to share?
Oh, 100%. Or is that for me?
That was for you.
Oh, ooh, geez.
I was asking you.
Oh, geez, I didn't know.
That's how a question works.
I thought it was for the general population.
How are they going to respond?
I was wondering the same thing.
Like, I'll get 5 million emails tomorrow, and they're just like...
So my day was like this, and my day was like this.
I don't care. It'd be like Dick's, that like restaurant that gets to be mean to you. It's
yeah. We should do that, bro, over podcast. Just be like evil bastards.
Why do you fucking suck? Use your fucking turn signal.
Oh, that's like a whole nother. That could be like a 2-hour-long podcast.
Somebody's driving their actual car right now and they didn't use it.
Like, oh shit! How they know? Crap. Am I being watched? Yes,
Sorry.
you are.
Jesus.
So, my week has been busy. I worked a lot. Worked some overtime. You know, there are jobs giving out overtime. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to pick it up. So I did. And got working a holiday too. So that's a little extra monies. And got Saturday. So tomorrow. And it's going to be, I'm only going to have one day off this week. But I need to make up for the 6 days that I have off when we went on our little trip
Yeah,
to Florida.
your paycheck sucked.
Yeah, it did. It was
I felt
bad.
poor.
I still feel poor.
You should.
Until I get the next paycheck.
For sure.
And how was your week, my love?
It was definitely busy. Work has been crazy, but I got promoted, which is great. And then I did a puzzle, which was even better.
Harry Potter puzzle. That's right. It looks gorgeous. Wish you can put a picture up.
We will. We're going to, my friend, we're not going to say people's names, but we're going to say, like, first initial L. She is going to help me mat it and put it in a frame so we can start decorating the house with puzzles.
Oh, is that why she was supposed to come?
No, she was supposed to come visit because she misses us.
Oh,
I mean, because we're decent human beings and she loves us. And we love her.
Sometimes.
You know what? Suck it. But I did that and I started reading my book and everything's good.
Ooh, I forgot to mention. So I can be a legitimate better gamer now, hopefully. Wifey allowed me to get a 27-inch gaming monitor.
I thought it was 34 inches.
No, 34 inches is going to be later. 27-inch, so I can get more used to it, because right now I'm playing on like a 19-inch or a 20-inch. So this 27-inch is like a huge difference on my first-person shooter game. So we'll see how it goes. It's not
going to make a difference.
I mean, it was good today. Like with working a 16-hour shift 2 days in a row and then not having really any sleep in those 2 days, I got home, played a little bit after work, and it wasn't too bad. Like I think I had like one game where I didn't get any kills and I like only got shot. But other than that, it was either I would get killed and I would kill someone, or I had 2 or 3. So it was better. But we'll see how it goes, because like you have one good day where you have like a bunch of kills in this game, and then you have like 3 or 4 days where you just get tagged. So we'll see how the next few days go. That's when you really determine if I've gotten better or not.
In my head, I like blew up your head like 5 times.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Just like tag.
That's what happens on that game every single day, and it's so annoying. I've been watching this one dude on this stream, and he's just insane. Luckily, he's not on he's not on North America. He's on either Europe or on one of the other servers, so I don't ever get to see him, but his videos are insane. I mean, he can headshot people from 100 meters, 200 meters away easily. So, insane guy. But that's my good highlight to my gaming.
My eyes like glossed over and you just talked and I don't know what you said. Something about killing and somebody.
And monitor, the most important part.
That's all I like registered, because then I was like, I feel like my eyes rolled back in my head.
Probably.
And I'm just like...
I mean, I do have that one picture of you when you're like asleep, but you look dead, so...
All of the pictures you take of me when I'm asleep, I look dead. It's like...
It's scary. It's scary. But you look dead.
Great. I'm halfway to being a vampire. Like...
Yeah, that is true.
I look dead already, so it's just like... Where's the next step? So today we were discussing, we had a little bit of homework last week, choosing a movie, and we had a topic. So hopefully you got to watch the movie, or you've watched it in the past. If you have not, that's fine. We are going to do a quick premise of the movie, which I'm going to read the synopsis, or synopsi, whatever the non-plural version of it is.
Let's just say both, synopsis and synopsi.
I like synopsi because it sounds funner.
better. Yeah, it sounds like alienated or something. Synopsi. Like some
Do you know it's like
alien gun.
octopus and octopi? Like octopi is one octopus. So
Really?
Yeah.
So technically you're supposed to say octopi every single time you see an octopus.
Octopi.
I mean, yeah. I just ruined that. So you're supposed to say octopi every time you see one
So is
octopi.
it like I made up a word and I know it's not right. My sister was like, no, but it's like instead of penis, it's peni, like just one.
That's true, yeah.
But it's
Because penis sounds like multiple.
so penises is an actual
Yeah.
correct pluralization of penis. But I want to
sounds
stupid.
weird.
I like penis
Peni and penis.
like hippopotamus, hippopotami.
Hippopotami. So you want to make a hippopotami out of hoppopit? Wow.
Hippopotamus.
That's a tongue twister. Jeez Louise.
The struggle.
Yeah.
All right.
Real.
So the synopsis.
Synopsis?
Synopsis is Dom Cobb, who is Leonardo DiCaprio, is a thief with a rare ability to enter people's dreams and steal their secrets from their subconscious. His skill has made him a hot commodity in the world of corporate espionage, but has also cost him everything he loves. Cobb gets a chance at redemption when he's offered a seemingly impossible task. Plant an idea in someone's mind. If he succeeds, it will be the perfect crime, but a dangerous enemy anticipates Cobb's every move. All right, so one of the main characters, Dom Cobb, that's hard to say, is Leonardo DiCaprio. We have the director as Christopher Nolan, music by Hans Zimmer, and cinematography by Wally Feister.
And my boy Tom Hardy is in there.
He's
a.k.a. Venom.
Venom.
It's a really good movie.
And even better, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh,
JGL,
yeah.
man, Third Rock from the Sun. I had a huge crush on that kid.
I did not watch Third Rock from the Sun.
You had a terrible childhood.
I did. I did other things like video games and sports and jockeyness stuff. I didn't watch, and I like Boy Meets World, of course. Who doesn't like Boy Meets World?
You had a crush on Topanga, didn't you?
Who didn't have a crush on Topanga?
That is very true.
I mean, I think every guy that watched that show, I can't really continue that, but every guy that watched that show.
And every girl, like, were you going to say that?
No. That watched that show that is attracted to the female,
Topanga.
How do you say it? Attracted to females like Topanga. There we go.
Oh, so anybody who's attracted to females liked Topanga.
Yes.
That was a struggle.
It was, because it was going to come out a little different, so.
Rude. All right, moving on. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt, we have Tom Hardy, we have Leonardo DiCaprio, and then the girl / now turning boy, Ellen Page, but now goes by Elliot Page. Respect, sir.
Respect, yep.
Respect they, them. I'm not sure your proper pronoun, which you prefer, but I would totally respect that. But you looked gorgeous in Inception. So overall, I thought that was.
I don't think I've seen her with him with the change.
I showed you a picture.
I don't remember.
Elliot, we're just going to start calling this person Elliot now, just because that's who they prefer to be.
Okay. I mean, they
look good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is like the main cast. Of course, there's others, but they're not as big. Sorry, my eye's really itchy. I'm having an allergy attack. But just highlighting a few things that we enjoyed in the movie, I feel like we should go into that. So, did you like the movie? Did you hate it?
Oh, I 100% liked the movie. I saw it once before, did not understand it at all. I was probably young, dumb, and an idiot then, but I did not follow anything what was going on. I was so confused.
Young, dumb, and an idiot.
Young,
Like,
dumb,
that's
and an idiot.
redundant.
And I just didn't understand what was going on at all. So I was like, I'm actually glad that we got to watch it again. And I didn't really have to ask the wifey because she's extremely smart.
Not really.
You know, what was happening. There was like a few things I was just like making sure that I was on the same page. Like, okay, like let's pause it. Is this what's going on? Yes. Okay, cool. I'm following then. And like every question I asked was like a yes to. So it was, I followed it a hell of a lot better than I did the first time. So I'm happy about that. And it turned out to be like a really, really, really good movie. The first time I was like, I fucking hate this movie. Like, I don't get it. It's dumb. Like, it's kind of like Napoleon Dynamite to me.
Oh my god! Yeah, I don't know why you don't like it.
I
It's
hate
hilarious.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Tina, eat your freaking
I would never
casserole.
watch that movie again, ever.
I
in
wouldn't
my
make you watch
existence,
it.
unless
If
someone
I have-
paid me.
I have we have to choose movies next,
Oh
so that
no!
could.
If you choose that movie, no.
You'll have to
I'm
do
gonna
it.
like make sure I'm super sick that week.
I'll have to like tape you down and like open your eyelids and only do like eye drops in your eyes, so you have to like.
Jesus.
Hey, if
I
anybody
do
needs me to
not
torture
want-
somebody, I'm
yeah,
available.
she's your number one.
So my favorite part of the movie was great, of course. It had a lot of action, it had a lot of interest, it kept me intrigued. My favorite part is near the end. Spoiler alert, there's multiple levels of a dream. And I asked Ty, do you remember how it started? Because that's a question, like you never remember the start of your
Yeah, they
dream.
asked that like 3 or 4 times in the movie.
So I asked him and he's sitting there. He's like, yeah, they were in a band. And I'm like, is that the start of it? And he's like, no. You got really sad for a second.
I completely forgot. I was like, wait, no, that's not the beginning. And I did not remember. She's like, well, it was like, oh, do you remember how you got here? Like, how'd you end up here?
What is it?
What happened?
You never remember the beginning of the dream.
Yeah, you never.
How did you get here?
Yeah, how'd you get here? And I'm just like, I have no idea how the hell they got there. And she was like making like airplane wings, like
Sky rockets in flight.
I'm like, oh, they're on the freaking plane. That's right. And that's what I work on for a living. I should remember that too.
That was kind of funny.
That's a double whammy that I did not remember that. That's
You were
terrible.
very
on my part.
depressing. You
Let's
depressed
see.
me.
So my favorite part was, oh man, what is my favorite part? I had it and then I forgot. I got to come back on my favorite part because I don't want to have a pause for too long. I got to think about it.
Okay, so a thing that like makes me laugh a little bit. So Cobb or Dom, however he goes by, whatever they go by both. He goes by both in the movie. He pretty much fictionalized his wife in these dreams, but she a raging bitch.
Oh yeah,
She's a
was
manipulative
psycho.
asshole, and I'm like, these are what was it? Something of your subconscious. Like this is like a reflection of your subconscious.
Yeah.
So that's his subconscious of his wife, and he like at the end he was like, yeah, it was not even close to who you really were. But I'm like, so she was really awful then.
Well, it was like the other guy. His friend was like when Elliot asked, what's the guy?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, Joseph.
You have to say his full name.
How was his wife in person? He was like, she's lovely, like just like that, plain and simple. So, but he said it like very, what is it, like sincere, I guess. So,
Oh, she was lovely.
yeah, she was lovely. So I'm assuming she was lovely, but the way he portrays her in his subconscious, she is evil. Like
She stabbed like Elliot.
well, I mean, he kind of put that on himself though. Like when you hear the end, I mean, spoiler alert again.
Well, no, but she didn't know it at the end. She was like, you planted it in me. You betrayed me. She didn't know.
No. I know. I was going with that until you.
Sorry.
It was at the end when yeah, I guess you find out. That's what I was saying. When you find out that he had planted that into her mind, so he basically made her go crazy in that 50 years, you know, quote unquote, because it was really like probably a week or something like that. But it ended up being, hello Nelly, she's on my lap. It ended up being like 50 years that they were in there, so they grew old together. But he basically made, because she didn't want to leave that place because it became her reality. So when he planted that in her, he was trying to get her out, but then she ended up carrying that with her. So he, Intel, made her commit suicide. So that's why I was like, because at first I was like, well, she's just evil. But I was like, he's probably worse because he made her that way. That's what I was going to say. So it's like, it has a really good story. That's probably like my favorite part, I would say. like just the finding out like what like all the stepping stones. That's what was it? That's what intrigues me about movies like that. That's why I like Mother. Like that's why I want to see that one again now that I'm older, because it's like the same type of movie
It
exists.
could be like 2 years later. You saw it like when we lived in Woodmead.
No. No.
Yeah.
In Woodmead? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, my mind has developed a lot in 2 years.
I don't think so. Okay. So I have to say one of my favorite parts that I feel like Joseph Gordon-Levitt loved was when the van went over the bridge and started going down. And so he's floating and he's like Spider-Manning around the whole hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
fighting
just like,
everybody.
he's like grabbing on. And I'm like, dude, you were channeling.
You know, he had a lot
Peter
of fun
Parker.
doing that. Yeah. And then like, what's his name? Tom Hardy, you know, he's supposed to be this like businessman or like gambler in like real life. And he goes into this subconscious mind and he's like this natural born killer and crap. He's like taking out all these people and
He's just jumping on
sliding
snowmobiles.
on things and shooting people. I'm just like, geez Louise. He's like a trained professional.
And he's British, apparently. Is he
Yeah.
really British in
I
real
don't know if
life?
he's really British. We should have looked that up before.
That's
We can
something
probably look it up now.
I have it pulled up. Oh, look. Okay.
Oh, hey.
So, Tom Hardy, who is also Venom, one of our favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Thomas Hardy, is an English actor. He's British.
British.
Look at you, British.
Look at him. Yeah, you can hear the accent. And,
Ooh, he looks yummy there.
he looks yummy. He does look pretty good. I'll give him credit.
Hey.
I like. It's weird seeing Tom Hardy in like watching Venom and not really remembering that he was in Inception, and then going back and seeing Inception and seeing how he is in this one, and then seeing him in Venom. It's like a 180. You know, I mean, I know that's how actors and actresses, you know, do their stuff, but still, you know, my mom's an actress, so it's crazy seeing her on stage and what she does. But I still haven't wrapped my brain around how it's a really, really, really well-rounded talent.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's insane. I
'Cause
mean,
you can-
I think about if I could do that, and I tried it when I was younger, but I didn't pursue it. And I probably should have, but I didn't. But just thinking about it, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I don't know, like the crying scenes and like
You
the
suck at
anger
lying.
scenes, and I do suck at lying, so I'll probably laugh the whole time when I'm trying to do a shoot.
And you bite your lip whenever you're lying
Oh
to me.
my god, I do not bite my whip.
What?
My
Damn,
lip.
what do you bring into the table?
I had one glass of Zephyr gin, and I'm just like, you know, super excited. No, I just don't think I could do that. That's insane.
So-
Wifey though, I think she'll be good at acting.
I'm good at lying, yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's good to know.
You already know this. It's not even a question.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got out of a lease from our apartment that had gunshots behind our thing because I cried on cue.
Gunshots, is that the only thing? Remember, there was a murder that happened in there.
In our apartment, there was still blood on the ceiling, which was
Like
really cool.
there was still like hair from, you know, the people that lived there before. You know, no one lived there since the murder happened, and then we moved in. And the only reason we found out about it, is because the lady next door comes to me and she's like, "Y'all should move into here." And we're like, "Well, why?" We thought she was just trying to scare us away, and she was like, "Well, because there was a murder that happened. A guy like killed his newborn baby, or
was, like, 2 years old
2
or
years
something.
old kid, and then tried to take the mom out, but then like the mom
jumped out
got
of
away
this-
and he jumped out the window and they grabbed him. But it's just like we didn't know any of this happened, so we looked it up online, and sure enough, it happened in January. And we moved in like June or July or something
Yeah.
like that, and no one had lived there since. So yeah, it was crazy.
Did not clean it well. There were
They
still
did not
blood
clean it well.
stains on
blood
the ceiling.
stains on the ceiling. There was still hair in the tubs, and yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. We moved out of there and then people kept shooting guns in the back. It was insane. But
So I got us out of a lease,
Yeah.
and we didn't have to pay shit. So
that is true, because it probably would have been like
it was going to be like about $1,500.
$1,500, $2,000.
Because we just started. We only lived there for like 3 months, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck this." Anyway, moving on. Back to the movie. So I have to say, one of the funniest parts. I have a couple funny parts. When Saito, what's his? We don't only know his last name.
Yeah, it just says Saito.
Okay, so Saito, they were like, okay, we need to have the airline. We have to buy out all the seats on first class. And he's like, I bought the airline. It's like,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just so simple. Like,
He bought the airline.
I was like, how much cash does this dude have? He's, of course, an energy, which I get.
And he's a second, or no, he's like one of the top ones because the other guy that they're trying to
Take
the
out.
idea from was like about to surpass him and be
Right.
like own half the world's energy. So, he's probably a multi-billion
I know, but the
billionaire
thought
in
of
the
just
movie.
being like, oh, to solve this problem, I'm
Just
going
buy
to
the airline.
I wish I had that capability. Oh, I just bought that airline. I wanted to fly today.
I mean, the crazy thing is like one plane itself is like
500 million.
the 777 I think is 500 million or
Mm-hmm.
600 million or something like that. The 737 is like 50 million or somewhere around there. Like just the planes themselves are super expensive, and that's why they don't buy them. They lease them.
I learned something. That's interesting.
Yeah, they are leased.
And so then the other point I thought was kind of interesting that I said, and I still question it, and you will never know. What does chloroform smell like?
Yeah, you will never know.
So if anybody knows, let me know.
Yeah, let me know. If you can remember it, I guess.
But other than that, it was good acting. All like
it's Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, he's like
he didn't even get an Oscar for that.
I'm sure at that time he had other good ones, like
No, he
really
didn't.
good ones.
He didn't get an Oscar until the wildlife one. I forgot what it's called. And
The wildlife one?
there's one where he's in the wild by himself. I saw it. It was actually really good, and he definitely deserved it. I think that's the one. I don't know. I could be lying. Don't tell me. Don't yell at me.
He has so many movies, though.
He has so many movies, but he was in Titanic. He had all of these ones. He didn't win
He
an
won
Oscar.
Titanic, though, didn't he? What?
He only got it recently for something like maybe not recently, a few years ago, but
What?
he got nominated. He keeps on
He
getting
probably
nominated.
always gets nominated, but he never wins. That's freaking ridiculous.
Oh, he's a bridesmaid, never a bride.
That's ridiculous. How does he not win like a actor's award? Like he
Oscar.
is a extremely good actor. It's insane. Him, obviously Ryan Reynolds, Denzel Washington, of course. I like
think he
Will
won.
Smith. Will Smith is one of my
I
favorites.
love Will Smith.
I like Will Smith. He
He's
got
a
a lot of. Hancock didn't do so well, but that's probably one of my favorite movies from him. Like, funny, actiony, but obviously, like, he has other really serious good ones too. But I like the funny side of him because, of course, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, He's always that funny guys. When he plays a serious movie, it's like.
He can make me
I'm not-
cry.
Especially in Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that
Based on a
punches
true
me in
story,
the
by the
fucking
way.
feels.
For those who don't know, but based on a true story.
respect to that dude.
Yeah, respect to that guy.
So, in all, from 0 to 10, what would you give Inception?
Oh, a 10. Hands down. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
So it's like better than Avatar.
No. I mean, I can have multiple 10s. Can I not? I can
I
only
mean, you
one
have
10.
me. No.
Yes, I like that. That was a good one. I like that. I
I'm
do have
fine.
you.
Okay, cool.
I'm glad I have you. So I give it a 10. I could have multiple 10s, like Avatar, Deadpool, this one, Inception. Like once I understood the movie, I really, 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 really liked it. Like
I think I'm going to give it an 8.
you're just a hater.
No, I just have, I'm not an action-y movie person. And
It's not really that actiony. It's not like
was a lot of-
Hardcore Henry.
oh my God.
You like that one?
That
What
was
the heck?
hilarious because there were so many moments.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, I just think about the hands getting ripped in half.
my
Ooh.
fingers hurt.
Yeah, they do. I don't like it.
Anyway, so I would give that a 10. I'm not an 8. You're going to give it a 10.
I'm
So
gonna
it
give it a
averages
10.
out to 9.
Yeah, bam. So it's
There
a
we go.
9.
Moving on to our other topic of choice today, which is pet peeves.
I want to ask first.
Okay.
So,
Oh, God.
what? How many we should do? Like 3?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? Yeah, we'll
I'm
start off
I'm
with
a
3.
ball of anger, so it's
You
like
are a ball of anger. That's her nickname for me, ball of anger.
little ball of stress.
Little ball of anger and little ball of stress. Little ball, anger, stress ball. There we go. So, what are your 3 or 4 top pet peeves?
Ooh. Oh my God. I have driving in general when people are assholes and don't use their blinker, that pisses me off and then they cut me off and I'm just like, Huh.
And then they blame it on you.
Yeah. Or if somebody's like weaving really bad, like they're on their cell phone or something.
Oh, that happens so
That I
often.
hate that. And I'm like, were you bad at coloring as a child? Could you not
Probably.
stay in the lines?
I never thought about that. That's a good little
Like,
reference. I like that.
Like because one kid hit me because I swear to God he was on his phone, but he said he fell asleep and it was 9 a.m, and I'm like, fuck you. And he was like, I fell asleep, and he hit my car, and he took it, like, it was a brand new car. I got it like a month before, and I was so pissed off. And I was just like, I was screaming at this kid. He was like 18. He was scared. He just like was shaking and handing me his like ID because I was screaming at him so much. I was so upset. So like driving in general pisses me off. I like living where we live because there's not a lot of traffic.
There's
And
not a lot at all.
I can, in the morning when I go to the gym, like I don't have very much traffic. Knock on wood. Never have traffic. And then I can just like.
I only did 2. It's supposed to be 3.
That was like.
I like stopped you in your tracks.
So that's like my one, like driving in general is one pet peeve because I get really pissed off when people suck at it. So that's one. At the gym, like I'm going to encompass the gym as one. When people are gross and don't wipe off their machines, like, I know you don't. And I do it after.
That whole thing became like so hardcore after like COVID hit. No one wiped off their shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're sweating and your head is on like
okay,
the thing,
if I'm sweating, yes,
it's really
yes.
gross. And like
I do wipe it off.
I was doing chest the other day, and like all the benches were like the head grease like stained.
Yeah, oh, that's gross.
It was really
That's
gross. And I'm sitting here looking around. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Like, seriously?
That's a little gross.
And
if I'm sweating, I wipe it off, 100%.
And the other gym pet peeve I have is use the machine, stay there, use it. Don't circuit shit your bullshit. Don't go and leave for 5 minutes. I get on the machine and start actually doing my like reps, and then you come back and you're like, I was using that.
Well, okay, so you can circuit, but it make sure you circuit when it's not like a busy gym. Like if it's 5:00 p.m. and you know you got all these people, you got like 100 people in the gym trying to do their workout. Yeah, don't try to take up 3 or 4 machines. You know, just do your workout on one, move to the next one. But if it's like, you know, a time where there's only 5 or 6 people in the gym, I think you can still circuit.
Don't disappear for 5
minutes. Yeah, but don't leave for
minutes.
5 or 10 minutes and then come back.
This guy, he was trying to be big old swole, and he was acting like I was like intimidated by him, and I'm like, I told him to fuck himself, but I moved anyway.
He might have.
And he was like sitting there, he's like, I was on that, but I was literally using for like 5 minutes, and I was like, where were you? Like staring up at the ceiling. I'm like, did you drop down from wires? Like, I did not see you at all in any realm. There was no water bottle near it. There was nothing claiming the machine. So if I saw that, I would have been like, okay, cool, whatever. I'd just use something else. But no, this person just randomly came out of nowhere and said I was using that. And I'm like, no, you weren't.
To add on it, I saw this one like video on Instagram. It was like some workout. I think it's Optimum Training Page or something like that. And it's a woman was sitting down. She was doing, I think, like shoulder press or something like that. And she set the weights down to do her little cool down. And like you don't see the person that comes into the screen, but like someone just comes in and just grabs her weights. And was like, I've been waiting on these for like however long they said. And she's like, well, I'm still using those. Like, I've been waiting on them. Go get some other ones. Just like that. Just flat out took her shit and just talked shit to her. And I was just like, and it was a guy too. I'm just like, oh my God, man.
I would slap him.
Like that's just terrible. Like there's a lot of people in the gym that have no respect for other people. Like that one with this dude, I think it was just like a funny video, but these 2 guys were in there working out. This dude's doing incline. This guy's about to do squats, and he comes up and just takes the guy's 45 plate off. I know you've seen it. Take the guy's 45 plate off and puts it on his while the guy falls over.
That happened to that in general happened to me. Like I was on like, you know, the hammer strength machines where they're machines like, but they're not like barbells or dumbbells. Mm-hmm. They're actual machines, but you put plates on them. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I had plates on there. Like I had a 45 and it was like a chest press thing. And this dude comes and takes it off. And I'm like, yo.
Are you serious?
And I like chase up and I'm like, yo, I'm using that. And he's like, no, you weren't. And I'm like,
you're in the middle of a rep. What does it mean? No, you're not.
Like I was in my like rest phase. So I wasn't actively using it, but I was sitting on the machine I was actively using. And oh my God, that. Like, I just,
What's up with these guys in the gym? Like, what
I
is up?
swear to God, I'm gonna get so pissed off. Like, I go in the morning, so I'm still tired and I'm still waking up. So I drink an energy drink to get like going, and I do fine. But I swear to God, somebody's gonna cross me, and I'm gonna throw a dumbbell at them.
Do it and record it though, because I want to see this.
Hold on, my husband wants me to watch when I throw this at you, and he'd be like, "What?" And it's like a 45, and I like whip it at their head.
Watch it at their head. Do it. I want to see it. I would love to see it.
But I like going in the morning because there's not very many people there, so I can just get my workout done. And last but not least, pet peeve. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Well, you got two. No, well, you kind of had three in a way.
I kind of have three in a way.
You kind of had three. It was two gym ones and then one car one. So, my biggest pet peeve is, this kind of goes back to my my days of bartending and serving. So probably, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that can relate to this. So it's like when you're, bartending or serving, and your guest looking at the menu, and they ask like, they're literally I used to work at Papado, and literally the menu was like fairly big, so the words were barely popped out, and it was a white background with black wording, so you could see it easily. And the sides were at the very bottom, and we had like 15 of them. So we had like a pretty hefty list of sides, and it said in big, bold black letters, sides. People will still ask all the time, what size do you have?
I've heard you ask that question at a restaurant.
If I can't see it, yes. But I'm saying like this, you can't miss it. Like I'm saying like obvious, bam, there it is. It will punch you in the face, or a snake would have bit you type things, or, what's the other one? Actually, a lot of my pet peeves are from bartending. When you're working and you're super, super, super busy, and you have a guest that's like, on the drink menu, it tells you like what liquors and mixers come in there, and they ask like, oh, well, what liquor comes in this drink? And they're looking at the menu, they're looking at that drink, they tell you the name of it, so obviously they can see it and they can read a description. But they just see the name and be like, oh, what liquors come in this?
Maybe they don't, for me, you could list an actual name of a bourbon or something, and I wouldn't know it would be a bourbon. I was like, so is that, Kool-Aid?
Well, I guess that's a good explanation. Maybe they might not know, but...
Kind of so it's like a vodka, okay. It's kind of vodka, or it's kind of gin, because they might like vodka or gin, but they don't know all the vodkas and gins that are out there. So I... personally,
well, when they say what liquor comes in here, I think they're just asking me the name, what liquor is that? Okay, so it's Hennessy or it's this. And it's that's what I'm saying. They're just asking what the name brand liquor is in there, even though they can see it. No, if they ask what is a brandy, that's a legitimate question, because there's a lot of people that don't know, and brandy is actually a mixture, or cognac comes from brandy. In case you didn't know.
I don't.
Yeah, and so brandy actually is like the mom and dad or whatever you can say to cognac. So that's why I like brandy. Brandy's really good, but a lot of people don't like brandy, but they like cognac. Yeah. Brandy, can you hear me?
Oh my God! And then Brandy comes in and starts singing Cinderella songs.
I would jump out that window.
Brandy?
Oh, you're talking about the singer Brandy. I thought you were just talking about a person named Brandy would come and start singing.
I am talking about
it's appears in our kitchen.
I am talking about the actor / singer Brandy.
Got it. The one who disappeared for...
No, that was...
No, I haven't heard anything recently of her.
She does random stuff sometimes. Oh, okay. But she has better priorities now.
Well, yeah, she's grown up. Like I need to do. So
I'm
that's
glad you
2.
realized that.
And then
do something not
third
bartending.
One. I want to kind of do a work one. I guess I kind of could do a work. This is a general work one, not necessarily my job now, but I guess that still goes back to bartending and serving, but it's a general work one now. So when you're kind of stuck in the olden days, I guess, that you go to a mom and pop bar, or you go to a hole in the wall bar. I meant to say a hole in the wall bar, and they have like a dishwasher system, like they can wash the glasses, boom, right then and there, or they have like, you know, everything is like right there, the kegs in front, things like that. But when you have like these restaurants now, like that you can go to, or just in general, like they don't want to change, they're stuck in their ways, like they don't want to upgrade and make it easier for their employees. They make it harder for them in a way instead of making things quicker.
Costs money.
Not if they're a multi-million-dollar company. No, it doesn't really cost them that much money.
Look at our payment, like our minimum wage is $7. That's not a livable wage. So really, do things multi-million McDonald's?
Exactly.
They're really going to pay people more.
McDonald's is. I think there was in Abilene, Texas, or somewhere in Texas. They started paying, or they're either they were going to, or they did start paying their employees $20 an hour.
I would love to see that.
It was like on the internet or news some time ago. I don't know if it actually happened. I never followed it up.
I just think we need to start revert back, start over. This size apartment is this much now. You can't charge $5,000 for a fucking apartment. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, like that one, and I used to remember the name too because it was just ridiculous. It was like the most expensive apartment they had. That was like $8,000 a month.
Oh my! It was it was pretty.
It was in Plano.
I can't remember, but we play a game. So whenever
remember.
we drive past nice apartments, we play a game. Like, how much is that apartment? And so I would look up the floor plan, and usually they have a square footage, and then how many beds, how many baths, and then how much it costs a month. And so whoever's driving has to guess how much it is, and the other person tells you how much it is. It's
and that fun. One was the most we've seen so far. It was like 8,000 or 10,000 for
it was 8 to 10,000.
Yeah, 8 to 10,000.
It was a corner spot, and it was I think with 2 bathroom. I mean, the floor plan, and it had a wraparound
but it wasn't
balcony.
even that big of a square footage. It was what?
1,000, I think.
Yeah, 1,000. It's not even that big.
But you have to think about the location.
I mean, it was downtown Plano almost. So yeah, it was a definitely good location, but still.
What is that place where Earl's is at?
That's
that fancy ass place. White.
Shoot, that's I can't remember.
Anyway, so there's a place in Dallas.
It's near Plano.
It's near Plano, but it's on the other side, western.
Actually, Shops of Legacy.
Legacy, okay. West Legacy?
No, just Shops of Legacy.
Oh, that's
it's in Plano. It is Plano. It is Plano.
So there's all these apartments, and they're really expensive too. It's $3,000 or $4,000 a month for these 600 square foot apartments.
Oh yeah, because they're right above all these
I mean, I wouldn't mind that because that would be super badass. So you don't have to.
You can just go up to your room. You can come down. You have a whole neighborhood right there, or city, because they had a grocery store there.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember which one they had. They had a grocery store there. They had the only thing they didn't really have was a gas station in that
But
area,
you could
but I'm
just
sure there
drive
was one
across the
right
highway.
around the street, right around the corner that day. So they had everything in that one area. You didn't have to leave at all. It's a good location. That's why it's so freaking marked up. But it's crazy. There was another one I was going to say too. I can't remember now. Shoot.
Anyway, so I guess we should start wrapping this up because I'm pretty sure we are lengthwise. How long?
Getting close to it.
What time?
38 minutes.
Oh, that's great. That's a good
still got
time
7
frame.
minutes.
Well, we have to close up, and so we have to say our next movie. So we decided that every week we'll switch. So last week he chose the movie, I chose a topic. So this week I'm choosing the movie, and he's going to choose a topic. So do you want to hear?
I already have my topic.
I already have my movie, and I'm very excited. I don't think you've ever seen it.
Are we going to say it now?
Yes.
Okay, so the topic for next week is
I'm trying to mouth it up. He chose it. It's what I'm obsessed with.
Yeah, there we go.
What are you obsessed with?
My memory's so bad.
He sat there really. He was scared.
Yeah, I was just I've had a few head traumas in the past. So.
So have I. So that's the topic to talk about. But the movie we're gonna watch, I'm super excited. I'm very stoked. Are you excited?
Avatar?
No, damn it. I said you haven't seen it.
Oh.
The Goonies.
I have not seen that.
I think you're gonna like it.
Okay, I'm down for that. 'Cause I've heard from a lot of people that's a really good movie. So.
I was gonna go scary, but then I was like, okay, Inception's kind of in-depth, deep, like
It is.
hard hitting. So I was like, okay, doing like a horror one. So like the Goonies is comedy / like adventure. It's like family fun, so you can watch it with other people if you want. So that's the homework. Watch Goonies, or if you've already seen it, you don't really need to watch it again, but just watch it again because it's a
Or if
good
you
movie.
haven't seen it in years, it's always good to watch movies. I usually typically watch like really good movies multiple times because, like, especially in Deadpool. Sorry to keep mentioning Deadpool, but there's a lot of Easter eggs in there. Like, I don't know if y'all know, in Deadpool 1, the two redneck guys, it's
Matt Damon.
yeah, Matt Damon, and the other guy is, I can't remember. He's in
He's in Serenity. He's the pilot. Wash.
yeah,
I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name, man, but they're like very known people that were like you couldn't even tell who they were. And then same thing with Kick-Ass. Freaking the general was Jim Carrey, and I did not know that until the very end when I looked up, because I like looking up actors in movies and like kind of see who they're with and just how many kids and just like kind of like see how their normal lives are away from acting and showbiz. And I found out it was Jim Carrey as a general, and I was like, no wonder he was so freaking hilarious. So, and Jim Carrey is one of my favorite actors too. I love Jim Carrey. He is a smart, out there kind of guy, like my boy Rob.
Don't say names.
Not his full name. So he's kind of out there the same as him. So like he's a good influence to me. So, but anyway, yeah, those are our two things for next week. So, what are you obsessed with? And the Goonies.
The Goonies.
So that's
Goonies
our movie
never say die.
And topic for next week.
We have a few things I want to cover really quick. Check us out we do have a website. It's called inforthenightpodcast.com. And if you are listening, of course, you know where to find us. But if you don't know where to find us, you can do it on Spotify. Just look for In for the Night and it should pop up. And it's a pretty pink label that I designed. Thank you. As well as iTunes. I have it like saved and I'm super stoked about it. And it looks awesome. And I love that I can see it. It's real, so we're out there. Yeah,
it's on Spotify, iTunes. I found it on iTunes, so it's there as well. It's just a little pain.
Did you rate and review us? Did you rate us?
Of course I did.
Did you have your friends rate us?
I told only my parents so far. I haven't told any like friends yet.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I wanted to get another episode out there until I started letting a lot more people know.
Okay, and so the next episode, so episode 3, we're actually doing an episode, so we're going to watch a movie and then do a topic. But then our 4th episode, so every 4th episode, we're going to do something called We're Not Qualified. We're going to be your friends. We're your friends because we want to make you stay in for the night. So what do you do with friends? You ask their advice. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we would like you to do. So please, if you want our advice on anything, remember, we're not qualified, but we'll give you what we think you should do, whether you should do it or not. And so you can write in, please, at inforthenight69@gmail.com. So you literally type INFORTHENIGHT 69, the number 69.
My favorite.
At gmail.com. And what you can do is send us some, like, you need advice, we'll definitely try to help you. Or if you just have a funny fucking story that you want to put on the air, we can also accept that as well.
Yeah, we'll accept that as well. Hell yeah.
Because we tell funny stories. So if we don't have that many, I'll tell a couple funny stories of my childhood that was traumatic.
And mine too, that I vaguely remember.
You don't remember your childhood.
This is true, but I got some stories.
Anyway, so we can definitely do that, but we would love to hear from you. So if you have a minute and you have a question, in the subject line, please put advice on there or we're not qualified so that I know to check that that is an actual thing and not spam, because I get a lot of spam randomly.
That's true. Spam rules the world.
So again, our website is inforthenightpodcast.com. You can catch us on iTunes and Spotify. Rate and review us. Even if you only liked us a little bit, give us a 5, and then you don't have to listen to us ever again. Just know that you're helping us out. We love you. We want to make sure that everybody hears about us because, you know what? We're fun.
We are fun. We are a, hilarious married couples.
I don't know for how long, though.
See what I mean?
So anyway, we are your friends now, so you kind of have to, like, listen to us because, like, that's what friends do.
That is what friends do. Friends watch friends' backs. The good friends, not like those evil bastards that are supposedly your friends.
You can just eye roll at everything we say. That's fine. Just rate and review us. That's great. Anyway,
Be much appreciated.
so I'm happy that we gave you an excuse to stay in for the night. I hope to
One
see you
more
back
week.
here next week on Sunday. Every Sunday we upload, and let's just stay in for the night.
Appreciate y'all. Peace out.
Why do you gotta be weird?